So now I'll be discussing the features of this interactive flat panel with the latest version of Android 12.0. The size, as you can see the panel, the size of this panel is 75 inches. Though these panels are available in 5 sizes with us, it starts from the 55 inches, then 65 inches, 75 inches, 86 inches, and the largest one is 98 inches, right? So this panel is of 75 inches and we used to measure the size diagonally. That is from this end to that end. So in this way, we used to measure the size of the panel. This panel is having the latest version of Android 12.0 with a RAM of 4 GB and a ROM of 32 GB. That can be seen in the video as well. I'll show the configuration to you. As you can see, it is having a version of Android 12.0 with 4 GB of RAM and 32 GB of ROM. Many ports are available like USB ports, HDMI ports and many another ports. You can use the ports as per your need and the convenience. The panel will be having inbuilt speakers, 2 inbuilt speakers of 15 watts each, right? Now we'll be discussing the features one by one. The first feature is of the whiteboard. Now I'll click on the whiteboard. As you can see, now I'll brief the features of the whiteboard one by one. So the first feature of the whiteboard would be the pen. Now the pen option will be having various options, like suppose, as you can see, various pens are available. The simple pen is there, the paintbrush is there, a fountain pen is there, and text pen and shape pen is there. Now what text pen means is, like suppose if I am using my text pen and I am writing something on my screen, so it will be automatically recognizing the text and it giving it a smart write. Now whatever the content I would be writing here, it will be detecting the content and will be given it a smart write like this. So in this way, as you can see, the response time is very good. As the moment I am writing some text, it is automatically recognizing it into the smart text, right? In the previous model, that is in Android 11.0, we used to select the content first and then it would be converted into the smart write. But in this latest version, that is Android 12.0, we have to just write it and it will be detected automatically. It will be converted automatically. Now the next feature is the shape pen. Now what shape pen means is, if I am drawing some shape roughly, it will be automatically giving it a precise shape. So this shape, this pen is known as the shape pen. Whatever shape I will be making on my whiteboard, it will be giving it a smart shape. So in this way, you can use the tools. Now for a simple pen, you will choose a simple pen and you can write on the screen like this. So in this way, you can write on the screen and the response time will be of less than 3 milliseconds. That is quite negligible, right? So if I am writing something, as you can see, the response time is very good. You can use your palm to erase the content. And if you want to clear the screen at one go, you will just swap it and the screen would be cleared. Now if you want to insert some shape, both 2D and 3D shapes are there. Now what you have to do is, you have to select the shape, like I have selected a rectangle, and you can drag it like this. Now even you can fill the color as well in the shape given. In this way you can fill the color also. You can customize the color as per your convenience and the preference. So in this way the color can be filled in the shape. Now you can rotate the shape as well. You can zoom in, you can zoom out. Whatever the changes you want to do in the shape, you can do that very easily. Now we'll move to the advanced features which were not in the Android 11.0, but yeah, they are there in the 12.0 version. So the first feature is, if you want to import some video, you can import the video in the whiteboard. So as you can see, I'll click on the video icon. I have saved one video from the YouTube and now I can just play the video on the whiteboard. You can adjust the tab accordingly and you can increase and decrease the volume as well. I'll show you that in the video. In this way you can increase and decrease the volume. So in this way, you can customize the volume as well. And if you want to write something, you can write here, like this. So in this way, you can write on the whiteboard, and the video will be played at the side of the whiteboard. You can adjust the tab. So in this way, you can import the video on the whiteboard, right? Next feature is, if you want to insert the Google application or the WPS application on the whiteboard, that is also possible. Now I'll click on the Google application. So the Google application would be imported on my whiteboard like this. Now whatever you want to search about anything, you can search it like this. I'll click over here and then I can search anything I want to. Like suppose if I want to search something about Gladwin, so I can search anything about the Gladwin, and as you can see, now if I want to import some pictures directly from the browser to my whiteboard, so what can I do is, I long press on the image and that image would be inserted into my whiteboard. Now I can just move it anywhere across my screen by selecting the shape. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, even you can rotate the image, and if you want to explain something or you want to crop the image, you can crop as well, and you can explain anything you want to. So in this way, you can directly import the image from the Google to the whiteboard, right? Now next of the feature is, if you want to import some table or if you want to insert some mind map. So mind map can be inserted like this, table can be inserted, images can be inserted. So you can insert various things on your whiteboard. As you can see the options, you can insert anything you want to, right? Now suppose if you connect a camera to this panel, because there is no inbuilt camera, you can attach the camera externally. So if you attach the camera externally by clicking over here, you can just have the preview of the camera on my whiteboard. As you can see, I'll just adjust my camera. As you can see, I have attached a webcam with my panel. So as my webcam will move like this, you can see the webcam is capturing the whole thing. So in this way, by attaching the camera to the panel, you can have the captured photo on the whiteboard itself. So in this way, you can use the features. We'll move to the next feature, that is the multi-finger point. You can access various finger points at one point of time. So this can be useful when you want multiple persons to write simultaneously on the whiteboard, right? Now we'll move to the next feature, that is the split screening. Now what split screening means is, if you want to split the whiteboard into the 2 or 3 parts, so that thing can be done. Like suppose if I want to split my whiteboard into the 2 parts. Now my whiteboard has been splitted. Now what is the advantage is, 2 persons can use their individual whiteboards on the same screen. Like the person who is working here, they cannot go beyond here, and the person who is working on the either side cannot come beyond here. So 2 persons can have their whiteboards, individual whiteboards on the same smart panel. So in this way, you can use the split screening whiteboard feature, right? Now I'll exit this feature. If you want to save the document or if you want to share the document, the QR code will be there. Now the moment you will scan this QR code, it will be redirect you towards the browser, and in the browser you can open all the pages and you can save that as well. Save as option is there. You can save in the file in the form of the file, PDF, image or the source file as well. So these were the options in the whiteboard. And yes, the last but not the least, that is the whiteboard. That is the background. If you want to change the background, if you want a white background or if you want some another color of the background, you can choose the background. Even you can choose the template as well. Like if you want a plain background or you want a graphical background. So all those things can be customized as per your preference. Even if you want to customize your own background, so you can use that as well. So in this way, you can use your whiteboard. Now we'll move to the next feature. That is the OPS. Like one more feature was there in the whiteboard. if you want to import the windows in the Android whiteboard, that is possible with the Android 12.0 version. From here, I can import my OPS, that I can import my windows into the Android whiteboard. So this is a very advanced feature that I am importing windows in my Android whiteboard. So in Android whiteboard, you can insert the Windows application like this. Suppose if you are having some presentation or if you are having some content in the Windows and you want to explain something on the Android whiteboard, right? So that can be done through this feature. You can insert the OPS, you can insert even HDMI source or whatever source you want to. You can insert the sources in the whiteboard. Next feature is, if you want to convert this Android into the Windows, by simply sliding it, the Android would be converted into the Windows in just one slide. So this is the best way for converting the Android into the Windows. Now next feature is another mirroring. Now what mirroring means is, if you want to cast your mobile phone or if you want to cast your laptop, you can cast the devices by making the Wi-Fi network same, and at one point of time you can see 4 devices connected to this panel, whether it's a MacBook, Android, iPhone or anything else, right? So in this way you can use this task very easily. Rest of the applications are same which we use in our phones. These applications would be inbuilt in the panel. If you want to install some application in spite of this, you can use the Play Store. From the Play Store, you can download any application which you want to. Easy upload application is there. If you want to transfer some image, some files or folders from the phone to the panel, so that can be done by scanning this QR code. Now there is no need to install any another application for this purpose. You just need to install or you can say you just have to use the Google Lens to scan this QR code, and by scanning this QR code you can transfer the file from the phone to the panel. So in this way, by using the easy upload feature, you can just transfer the files from the phone to this panel, right? Now we'll go to the browser. When you want to search something, when you want to browse something, you can use the browser as well. Now what is the advanced feature is, like suppose if I want to have some content in my memo, as we use the memo in the Android phones, the same memo is there. I'll click on the WPS memo and this content would be saved in the file manager by the name of the WPS memo. So you can save your important points or important contents by the WPS memo simply by copy and pasting it. Now all the data which has been saved in your panel would be reflected in the file manager in the form of the files and the folders. And even if you connect some pen drive, so that pen drive would be also visible on the file manager. So as you can see, various folders are there, like video folder is different, music video is different, APK folder is different. So the folders are made by default. You just need to save the file and that would be customized as per your preference, right? Now next feature is the YouTube. When you want to play some video, you can use the YouTube, and the YouTube would be supporting 4K resolution videos. Now there is one more feature in the panel, like suppose if you are playing some video and you want to keep your screen off. So that thing is possible with the Android 12.0 version panel. Let's suppose I am playing a song like this. I can customize the volume. So from here you can customize the volume like this. 2 speakers are inbuilt. Now suppose if some video is playing and I'll just up the volume so that you can understand the picture. Now as you can see, the video is playing, you can off the screen and you can listen the voice only by using the picture of the screen off. Now video is there but the voice will be there. I'll show it. Listen and on feature is there. Screen is off, but the video would be played like this. I'll click on the video. So in this way, you can use the listen alone feature. And when I'm using the feature of the screen off, my screen would be off. And when I click on the panel, the screen would be on. So in this way, you can use these features as well. Now we'll come to the next feature, that is the annotation. What annotation means is when you want to write something on the video. So let's suppose I am using my WPS in which some PDFs is there. Now I want to write on this PDF, right? So it would be opened in a while. From here, you can just do whatever you want to. Like suppose if you want to write on this. So I can write on the screen by using the annotation mode. And in the annotation mode also, we are giving you a provision to add the pages. So like this. Suppose on first page I want to explain about this tool. On the second page, this would be vanished. On the second page, I want to explain about this tool. On the third page, I want to explain about this tool. So all these pages would be saved and you can have the preview of the pages as well. So in this way, you can use the annotation mode with many pages option as we do in the whiteboard. Now the last feature, but yeah, not the least. If you want to use two applications simultaneously, you can use the split screening feature. Like suppose on one end, I want my whiteboard. I'll be using this gesture. On one end, my whiteboard is there. And let's suppose on the another end, I want my WPS office. So WPS office would be there. So two applications can be used on the same time by using this split screening feature. On this end, I can use my whiteboard, and on the another end, I can use my WPS office. So in this way, you can use the split screening feature. Any two applications can be run simultaneously on the screen. So in this way, you can all use the features, and there are many other features like hotspot is there, and wallpaper customization is there, theme customization is there. So all those features you will find in the Android 12.0 version of the Gladwin panel. And Gladwin is the very first company who is launching this Android 12.0 in the market, right? So if you have any query or any doubt related to this product, you can comment, you can post your comment and we'll reply each and every comment of yours. Thank you so much.